The second test of the Cinders Cup is about to get underway. After my dismal performance in the first, I'm trying to recover and hold my head up high. Hello world, it's M4J here and welcome back to the Cinders Cup here on Transport Fever 2. Welcome to the second test where hopefully this time I'm going to restore some pride in myself, my family, my friends and my country by not screwing it up. This one is definitely in my wheelhouse, I would say. I'll admit now, ahead of time, get my excuses in early, I have not done much prep on this one. But the prep that I did do, I think, went quite well. So hopefully, this is going to be a good one for me, personally. But we'll see. Welcome to Cambridge. Looks a little bit different from the last time we were here. Mainly because I actually didn't come here on camera. So it looks very different. Doesn't look like St Albans at all. Here is the brief. And I'm going to tell you... I'm going to skim read the brief here. And then I'm going to tell you why I feel kind of confident on this one. So basically, we're on the 1st of January 1880. If you look down in the bottom right corner, you will see that date. We are playing until the 10th of November 1862. Now, there is a player note further down that says that we have to stop on the 10th of November 1862. I have no idea who that's targeted towards. Probably Rick Bowe or Ajax or Van Ham or someone like that, because there's no way I would go over the deadline. That's just not something I would do. I'm actually not going to show off anything that anyone else has built, including myself, because I want you guys to go check it out for yourselves. The playlist is linked in the description. Everyone has done an awesome job, made loads of money. I must admit I had a huge smile on my face every time I watched an episode because I went first this time around. Hearing everyone say, oh, M4J's done a great job making money. And I was like, yes, I can do it. You know, I don't just lose money hand over fist. Although we'll talk about money in a second because there is a challenge involved there as well. Let's talk about the limitations then, or actually what we're even doing, because I've not covered that yet. Cambridge is up here, Southbank is over here. If I zoom in, you'll see that there's a lovely little track stub here, and if I head back up to Cambridge, you will see that there is a lovely little track stub here. The goal is connect Cambridge to Southbank by rail. This is on orders of the Calabrian government. No one in their right mind would actually try and do this properly. It's too far is one of the reasons, and also the fact that, yeah, the direct route, which is the route that I did look at, I had a little cheeky glance to see if there was a way to do it over here, and you've basically got to conquer Everest, K2, Kilimanjaro, and name any other mountain here in order to get through to the other side. So not really happening there. I have got a plan though, as I said. Even as I'm doing this here, I'm looking and seeing there may be an alternative route to the one that I originally had. But we'll see how well that goes in a second. Test concludes when the date reaches 10th of November 1882, at which point the game will need to be paused and saved and the headquarters scoreboard displayed and included in your video to determine the winner of this round. And then for some reason, Stephen's put a note here that says special note for M4J. And again, this slander has got to stop. Honestly, you miss one deadline and everyone thinks you're a tardy. I am not. 1880, the Calabrian government has decided to connect Southbank to Cambridge with a rail connection, starting from the existing double-track bridge near the Southbank Junction, which is over here, and ending at the newly built Cambridge Station, which is the one I showed you over here. The track does not need to be double-tracked all the way. However, multiple routes will be using it, so passing loops will be needed at strategic places along the route. Don't worry, we've got that covered. All track must have a minimum track speed of 60 kilometers per hour on all corners and turnouts. Now, Stephen recommended that we switch our games to kilometers per hour for this. I've kept it in miles per hour. I've gone off the basis of 64 kilometers per hour is 40 miles per hour. So as long as I get all my track at least 40 miles per hour, I hit that brief. Easy. I used to do engineering, switching between kilometers per hour and miles per hour and meters per second and things like that. We used to do that on the daily, so this isn't too much of a holding point for me. And that's track speed according to the game overlay, not to the actual vehicle speed. So it's not like we have to have freight trains that run at 60 k's or anything like that. You are required to build rail stations at all towns along the route. So I'll tell you now, Brighton, Bewdley, they will be getting stations. That's it as far as I'm concerned. And again, I was looking at it like, have I missed something here? The fact that there's only 2 towns technically on the route, unless you somehow make it to Minehead. This has been clarified in an email as well, because the railway geographically has to pass Minehead, but apparently it's only towns that we pass nearby. And my plan means technically I don't have to build a station at Brighton or Bewdley either, but I will for the sake of the plan that I have. Minimum standard required is 2 160 metre passenger platforms, 1 160 metre freight platform. See Sunderland Station as an example, including approach departure tracks for the freight. Now, I've already got that covered. I'm going to go with my tried and trusted method that I've used most recently in my From Steam to Electricity series. So if you've watched that, you'll know what I'm going to be doing here. Actually, that episode's not gone out yet, so you won't know what I'll be doing here. Oh, it's a mystery. That's exciting. You also need to set up at least 1 new freight route and train to any of the freight platforms between Southbank and Cambridge. Fear not, dear folk, we will be doing that. There is a slight kink in my plan for that, but we'll come to that in a second, because there may be solutions. We shall see. Despite our best advice, the government also wishes us to establish a passenger service between Southbank and Cambridge using 1 Baldwin and 6 Russo Bolt carriages, which cost 3.33 million each. And they're capable of 60 kilometers an hour, hence the minimum speed requirement. That shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. And again, I have plans on how to try and make that work. Buses need to be added to the route in Cambridge. We'll come to that in a second. Any other supporting infrastructure, routes and vehicles can be added as needed to maximise current or future income on these routes. Yep, Mark's already got a plan for that too. Do not worry. You'll also notice that the money, we've dropped down to 20 million. I left it at 50 something, and you can see here, I think it crested 200 million. I'm going to say pounds, but even though I haven't changed the symbol yet, it's pounds, okay? I'm British. Some people might get excited about the dollar sign, but for me, it's sterling all the way. Yeah, the robbing bastards over at the Calabrian government have taken all of our money and left us with just 20 million to do this. We are now generating income, though, so it's not like I'm going to unpause the game and this is going to drop into the minuses immediately. I would like to say, and I said I wouldn't show it, but I'm going to head over here very quickly. I would like to say that the work myself and Van Ham did getting all of this set up across the first test and the first round, it works. It works very well. There's a part of me that wants to come over here and like add more vehicles here as well, just to get the stream running a little bit faster. But it worked really, really well. And then the other guys took the money that was made from that and put it in a little box for a bit and doubled it, tripled it, quadrupled it, whatever it might be. And this is what our earnings are. We've done a very, very good job. The Calabrian government love us, which is why they keep taking all of our money. I have screenshots of what I want to do regarding this build. So first of all, a station at Brighton. Now, Brighton is a bit of a pain to get to. I think what was meant to happen is we build down like this and then we create a Y and then we come out again and then we have like a triangular junction or something similar to that. So maybe it comes in here, it reverses, swings round. I don't know. Because you can make an actual Y shape here, but then you'll have your train reversing for half the journey, and I don't particularly want that. So what I'm going to do is this. Now, I am gunning for awards here. So, Stephen, I would like the most creatively designed stations award, if possible. Please and thank you. Cargo platform in the middle. This is expensive. When I built this before, I managed to build my entire test route for less than 5 million. But I think this time around it's going to cost a little bit more. For reasons that will become very clear momentarily. Right, that is my first station built. Pop that there. So here's my get around, basically. I'm not going to have separate freight tracks necessarily. I'm just going to check the rules again on that one, because I believe it refers specifically to platforms. Yes, and not tracks. There is a difference, folks. There is a difference. So I think I'm getting away with this. I'm going to build my stations first, and then I'm going to connect them. So Bewdley's, according to my screenshot, Bewdley's sits on this lovely bit of hill here-ish. Now I believe I need to get it level. This is where it starts to get a little bit more expensive. Now I wanted this to connect up to lots of different things. It doesn't connect up to any of the things that I wanted it to connect to, so we're going to have to come up with an alternative plan. But providing I can avoid traffic this time around, I do have an idea to use trucks in this. Oh, this is a lot more expensive than I wanted it to be. 2, 3, 4. Oh god, if you hear me weeping silently as well, it's because I've just realised how much more expensive this is. So that endeth the station building for now. The trick now is to connect these together. Now connecting Southbank to Brighton is easy. You can almost see it already. It is literally a case, and this is going to be the only 100% dedicated double track section. It's going to be double track the entire way, because there's no train that's going to terminate at Brighton. So we will and then we'll come back and signal this momentarily. So from here we are going to follow the road, and you can see here it does get quite close to 40, but I believe it never actually touches 40, which is fine. 45 is fine. Technically I can drop down to, I think it's 39 is the absolute limit, but we don't need to worry about that because it speeds up again here anyway, which is nice. And then this section here, we actually run just parallel to the road the whole way, which is really, really cool, which is why here I was checking to see what this speed limit is, and actually that surprisingly was faster. But I think if I do this, yeah, 48. And then this side we build, I guess from here, that looks like it'll be enough. 41, that's close. 47, that's better. So that was easy. Now, the challenge. Cool. So now we can start double tracking this. Now, do I make it all double track? Yes. Maybe not this bridge. This could afford to be single. Kind of has to be double, unless I just make this last section here double track, purely because of the way this station's been designed. So what I want to do here is from this point, we're going to double track it. This is kind of like the core of the route as well, this bit, so it makes sense to have this prioritized as double track. Do we make this tunnel single track though? That's a question, because that in theory works as a junction, and I feel like this would be what they would do. They would have single tracked the tunnel here. Here we go, and then round like this and connect. This section here as well I feel like is going to be single track, at least until we get to a point. I think what I might do, that's a good speed limit there, so I'm going to single track this section. That looks a little bit derpy here. Might redo the road here just to try and make that look a little bit nicer. I really like that overhang there though. You wouldn't want to go around that corner too quickly, but there we go. And then this here is double track, and And the reason this matters is because the way this is being configured, we have a passing section here for freight. So I want to make sure that this rejoins properly. Although that's not very long. Maybe we will just double track this bridge. It's going to be incredibly expensive, mind. It's going to be from like here, I would say. I'm not seeing anything below 40 there, which I'm happy about. And then this side. 45, I think, is the lowest, which is fine. And then, yeah, I think we're going to double track this bridge. Okie dokie. So I wanted, and it may still be possible, I wanted to connect up this farm, which we could just do with trucks. The other thing, of course, is I haven't actually connected this to the road yet. So let's do that. So it's going to be from here. It's going to be like this. And then can I connect? Does this actually connect? Or is it just eye candy? I think it's just eye candy, which is fine. So that will come down and connect to this road like this. This side it will come up and connect to this road like this. We need to link up Brighton as well. And then we need to get the buses running in Cambridge too. I don't think... Oh, I haven't connected this up. Donut. I don't think I've broken any rules with any of this, which I'm fine with. That does go underneath nicely, right? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that the tunnels aren't parallel, but whatever. So I want construction materials to be brought from here down to Brighton and Southbank. I also wanted tools to be brought to Cambridge as well as, I guess, Southbank. But this wasn't feasible, but now it appears to be feasible. It's just a question of how do we set this up. That in itself is a conundrum. Okay, we'll make it look like this. Now we'll do street access. You are exit. Can I connect those? No. So I've built this wrong. Basically, I need to build this but lift it up a little bit. I love the fact it's on both an embankment and a cutting at the same time. Brilliant design. There. Exit like this. Now this now should hopefully work. Yes. Good stuff. It's a slope. Less than ideal. But the main thing is it's connected. So that is connected to that. It's not quite connected to the coal mine, sadly. But I think we can fix that with some trucks in a minute. Although how they're going to run in right now, I couldn't tell you. I think... Let's get the passengers up and running. Because that's going to be an expensive thing. So we're going to have you here. I think they're all fine. We don't need to use that Y. So the next stop is going to be down here. Interesting it's not complaining. I guess because we haven't signaled this yet. Then it's over to here. Then it's all the way up to Cambridge. And that's where it gets expensive. So you actually need to come in on the other track, which is track number 2. There. And then from here, you come round to... I think it's this one first. Then it's this one. And then it's Cambridge again. But this time number 1. Then it's Bewdley. And then it's Brighton. That should... Yeah, knew it wasn't going to work. Bewdley, you're coming in on 2. Yeah, and I think it's going to be the same for Brighton because of the way the single track, double track works. Platform 2, and then at Southbank, whichever platform you're on, the others are all viable options. Nice. We'll call this the Cambridge Coastal, but it's in Southbank, so we've got to do Southbank. Cambridge Coastal. And then we'll colour this sort of sea colour. Nice blue. There we go. I need to signal all this as well. Maybe I'll signal it first. I'm just trying to come up with ideas in my head still for how to actually words mark. How to... Why is there 2 signals there? Oh, that's a waypoint. Yeah, okay. For how to do the freight still. That's what I was trying to say. Right, we'll do a signal there. We'll do a signal there. There's a level crossing here, so we'll do a signal there. And a signal there, so it doesn't block. Yeah, these signals might be way too far apart, but there's only one way to find out. Over here, and then we're on the home straight now. So, one there. One here, one here. I guess we could put one on the bridge, so it'll look really cool if it has to stop. Like that. And then one just before the junctions here, but only on this line. Cool. So that's that set up. How much money have I got left? 11.9 million. That's fine. Take 3.3 million off for the train. So that takes us down to 8.5-ish. Which is fine as well. That gives us some change to play with. If we just had a couple of freight trains maybe. One thing I want to check. Is there a depot over here? There is. Do we have wagons that can take tools and construction materials? The annoying thing is, no, we don't. Unless they can go in boxcars. No, you take tools. Ah, you take food as well. Okay, so I might have to do a half and half thing. So the train's always going to be running half empty, basically. Because there's nothing else that we can actually pick up here. But that does help a little bit, because I was going to have tools picked up here via the truck over here. So that does actually help me out a little bit on that, which I'm not too upset by. So maybe we do build a separate cargo station somewhere here and then connect it to this. But that's going to ruin the aesthetic that I was going for here. So I would like it to use this. And technically, 1 second folks, technically it still can, were I to do this. That's now a bi-directional platform, folks. And that would work. Right, let's set up the line here. So what am I doing here? Here's the question as well. What am I taking back from here that justifies going all the way into Southbank? Food can get brought to Brighton. Ah, that was the other thing I wanted to check. What carries food? It's boxcars, isn't it? These. Yeah, so tool... Okay. Okay. So food and tools can go in the same vehicles. So we can pick up food from here, bring it round here to drop off at Brighton. We can then come here empty, pick up tools, take those up here to drop off to Cambridge. We then pick up construction materials, or we swiddle round first, then we pick up construction materials. We bring those back and drop off at Brighton. But we stop here on the way to pick up tools to also bring into Southbank. And then there's tools here that can go to Bewdley. That is not a bad idea. So here, we do stop here on the way. Yeah. Complain. We then stop. Actually, do we stop here on the way? I think we go straight through, don't we? No, we do stop. What am I doing? We do stop. Stop at Bewdley. All the way up to here. We then go... Why is that a problem? Because I don't think there's an extra crossover. Not that I could see anyway. Over here. No. So you do have to do the Y first, and then you go into the station. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. And then once you get to Cambridge, on the way back, you stop at Bewdley again. Here. To pick up the tools. The more tools. And then we stop off at Brighton again to drop off some of the construction materials, and then it's back to Southbank. Okie dokie. Right. So, Southbank. We are picking up food. And I guess tools. We'll just say tools. It's fine. At Brighton, we stay carrying food and tools. Bewdley, again, it's technically food and tools, so we'll do that. Cambridge over here, we don't unload or load anything. This Cambridge, we don't load or unload anything. This one, we unload everything and we load up with construction materials, but we're also going to hold on to tools. And then Bewdley is construction materials and tools, and Brighton, construction materials and tools. Okay. We now need to connect this up to this, which we're going to do now. Oh, didn't name the line. Southbank. SB to, oops, to Cam. Tools, food, and Conmat. I hate calling it Conmat, but it's Conmat. And we'll colour you, I don't know, lime green. Actually, no, buses are green, aren't they? Let's go like bright pink then. Okay, so that's now ready to go. Apart from we need to connect it all up. So the tools over here can get trucked in via this, which is great. The my god, we haven't even unpaused the game yet, I've just realised. So much editing. The construction materials are already carried in, but we'll do a different line for the tools. That's fine. Over here, yeah, this is all going to get connected up. So we need tools coming in here, which are going to get... So this tool line is going to bring it to here, and then there's going to be a separate tool line that's going to bring it to here. I'm just going to check that they are connected. Yes, good. So that's fine. We've got this side which isn't connected at all yet, and you're bringing in food and construction materials. So we need two lines for that, plus the bus over here. This side, though, the fuel already exists, right? That's a food service truck. Oh no, fuel. We're not doing fuel. What am I talking about? Food already exists. That's what I meant to say. This connects to this. So we need to do tools and construction materials here as well. Which we can do via... I guess I could build my own truck stop for this. Was this road already there? I don't want to remove roads in case it disconnects anything. I think I might just tuck it in here. It works, right? Cargo. Let's do this. This. Street access. Exit. It's tight, but it should fit. Come on, please. Give me some luck here. You bastard. Okay, that works. And then this side. I think there's a bit of a slope there, mind. But, oh, that's actually tiny. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Love it. It's literally right up the street from this one. But it just allows me to get my own little spin on things. It's probably not going to make it to the next round anyway. So, doesn't matter, does it? next on the agenda, we need to connect this up to this. Because we haven't done that yet, have we? No. Just checking. I also need to get the drop-off in town here, which is on this street here. So if I do this, that actually covers pretty much all bases, especially if I do it at this end of the road. Like that. So let's do this line first, which goes from here over to here. Yes, it comes in the right side. Good stuff. So over here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and you're going to unload everything, but specifically tools. Over this end, what do you do here? So I kind of want you to come out. I guess you could do this, he says, thinking well and truly that traffic is going to form, but never mind. So you are Southbank, Bewdley tool pickup. So I'm going to do pick up like that, and we'll colour you. Or was it that colour? I think it was. 4th one down. And then over here, from there to there, where you're going to pick up tools, unload nothing. And here you're basically only going to unload tools. And you're also 4th from the top. And you are SB Bewdley tool drop off. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it just about does in my head. Here's the thing, because I'm trying to get the placement right, but I have no idea. If I say it's 2 units above here, if I move it down, is it still 2 units above in reference? Yes, it is. So I kind of need to build you like, I think there. Right, now I'm going to build the extensions first. One there, one there. Then I'm going to build the cargo. So it's one of you. I'm just going to build 2. Again, this is kind of getting away from me a little bit, the price of all this. But what can you do? And then the street access. So entrance, exit. And now I'm going to connect these up. So it's this. And it's this. And hopefully, there's still a gradient, but there's less of a gradient. So I'm okay with that. So there's 2 different drop-offs we need here. They could both technically be on the same road still, but I'm actually going to do them separately. I'm going to do the construction materials one here, and I'm going to do the food one here. And I'm hoping that by doing so, I make life a little bit easier for myself. So that should now be tools coming into Bewdley. When I unpause, that should tick over. Plus tools getting dropped here to then get the train into Southbank and beyond. We need to get the buses over here in Cambridge. I don't think we need to connect... Oh no, we technically need to get the tools into Cambridge as well. Sorry, Stephen. It was a good design. I just needed it to be a little bit not there. Hopefully this is all within the rules still. Let's go 3. No, let's go 4. Because it's going to be quite busy here. I'm going to connect it to this road here as well. We'll do it like this. So that should be the right one still. Yep. Close that. Open that again. There we go. Street access. Entrance. There. Exit. That's actually a little bit closer to the track there than I wanted. Hopefully I've got room to do this. Come on. There we go. And it's going to go here, but then there's also going to be a little spur that comes off this way for the coal. Nice. And then we're going to make it bigger. Nice and big. Don't think I can squeeze another one in. No, sadly not. Look at all those connections. Beautiful. Nice. Construction materials are delivered here. Tools are more this end. So I think I'm actually going to do it because of the bridge. Might have to do 2 stops. One this side of the river. And then one this side of the river. Like so. Like that, I would say. So over here. 1, 2, 3. You load tools only. You unload tools only. You unload tools only. Southbank, Cambridge, tool drop off. Okay. Bus running. Bus not running. Bus not bought. Where depot gone? If I was to build it here. There. Okay. Let's buy these first. It's this one, and we'll get like 10. And we'll say Cambridge tool drop off. And then we need to buy buses. I think 5 should do it. Maybe 6. Cambridge bus, which isn't green, which is interesting. Okay. And now, finally, we can start buying some trains. 3 hours into this episode, we can finally start buying trains. Was there a restriction for freight trains? I don't think there was. I think it was just passenger trains needed to be a Baldwin. Why can't I now see it? Ah, yeah, Baldwin. So the passenger one is a Baldwin. Is that? I'm assuming it's not a Baldwin 6 wheels. Because that only goes 25 miles an hour. Must be this one, right? 37. Yeah, which is about 60 kilometers per hour. So if that's going 37, we need something similar for the freight, right? So you go 28, 34. Quite expensive, but you're still at the cheaper end because the Baldwin is right down here. And I feel like Stephen knew what he was doing when he came up with that. Let's go with you. And then once again, we're restricted to train lengths of train lengths of 160 meters. English language words. So we've got a 34 mile an hour loco here, 31 mile an hour wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll get the box car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I could get one more of each. Yes. Yes, I can. There we go. And if we get 2 of these, 6.7 million. So for right now, I'm just going to get 1 of these, and we're going to get 1 of the passenger train, and we're going to fulfill our obligation, and then we can start messing around with other stuff. So you are going to run there. We're now going to scrap this train, and we're going to get the Baldwin which is, yeah, eye-wateringly expensive. And then it's 6 Russo bolt carriages, which are this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3.33 million. There we go. And you are going to go on the Cambridge Coastal. Unpause. Let's go. Consumers. Brighton is now consuming. It's only 1. Now it's gone up to 2. So it will come across. And already I can afford a second freight train. Thanks to the income. So that's good. Brighton's now gone up to 4. I'm not expecting to see anything else here, mind. Cambridge. Suppliers. Bewdley Tool Factory. Look at that. And if I select this and do consumers, Southbank and Brighton. It works. It all works. It all works. Oh, and for this, destinations. Southbank. Yeah, we got people wanting to go to Southbank. What's no name? Oh, this. Fair enough. That's exciting. And Brighton. We've got people wanting to go to Brighton. So that's actually technically working too. And hopefully with the double track section set up here, trains will be able to pass each other quite nicely. Bewdley. Did I get vehicles running on this? I didn't. Well, that would explain why no one's going to Bewdley. Let's get people to Bewdley as well, shall we? Let's say 5. Bewdley bus. Do. Destinations. Yep, Southbank, Brighton, Bewdley. Although that one's not really ticking up yet. Cambridge. Nice. It works, people. It works. And here's the train. First passenger train. It's not going to pick up anything, of course, because there's no one here. Do we go with the coal option as well now? Bring coal down to here and have a little shuttle that takes it down to Southbank. It's so tempting. It is so tempting. Oh, look. We've got food waiting there. Actually, technically, because of the money... Oh, that made an income there too. That's nice. Because of the money that we've got now, we can technically clone this train. Already. Is that going to come out of that? And yes, it does. That's fine. That works for me. I'm just checking as well. I did have these trains reverse in the correct places. God, you're flying, mate. You're absolutely flying. Yes, you're doing the right thing. Unload first, do the Y, load up again. That all is lovely. And we've got people waiting here. We have also got people waiting here, which is interesting. Not quite sure how that's happened. Value, 125.6. It's rising, 125.7. That's very nice indeed. I'm actually tempted, because of how... I suppose it's not that busy still. I was tempted to get another train on this line too. But I don't think that's going to be viable. Look at that though. Bewdley, Brighton, Southbank. It's working. It is working. And we got our vehicles here doing this stuff. Do the tools work? Now, Southbank, Bewdley and Cambridge. Yes, they do. So we've got to make sure that Bewdley doesn't fill up. I don't think that's going to be an issue right now with the way it's all set up. I think the freight train here is chasing the passenger train right now as well. Yes, it is. There it is. It's actually got a tool on board too. So this train's not going to make money for a little ways. But the fact that it is now established, running, I'm happy. Very happy. And we've got construction materials. Wow, that's a lot. Fortunately, this is only carrying construction materials right now. Here comes the passenger train. It's going to do its little shuffle. Just checking. There, only 3. Maybe we do need another passenger train just to justify that. I know we go off the myth of it doesn't work, but oh, bloody hell. Do you know what I've done? I guess this is fine. It's not fine. Hang on, I need to... Don't penalise me, please. I need to configure the... No, not that. This. So right now it's running forwards. Oh, I also haven't done the reverse over here, have I? So out of here, yeah. Oh man, I was too cocky here. That's my problem. You need to go here. where you then reverse. I did it at one end, didn't do it at the other. Like an absolute melon. Okay, now that works. And I need to manage vehicles, both of them. Edit. I need to put the force thing on. It's because I didn't have it open. That's why. No reverse. Add to you. I need to add 2 technically. And then you come down like this. And modify. Okay. And then in a second, I will do the same thing to the passenger. I shouldn't pause. It's going to mess up the timings now. When it flips around here, I'll add it to this one as well. And flip. There we go. Sorry, Stephen. That's entirely my fault. Add. There we go. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Where's the freight train? It's here. So they're actually going to pass each other perfectly. And again, the money's coming in, so I feel like getting another one. The money's coming in from the other lines, just to be clear. It's not coming in from this line. Although eventually. Should we follow this train? Oh, that's nice. That sounded lovely too. Yeah, it's absolutely moving right now. 133 million value. So this is definitely a race for who can make the most money. The track isn't the smoothest, I've noticed. It undulates a lot, but back in the day, that's basically what it would have done. So I'm going off the realms of realism here. If anyone wants to argue with me on that, they're more than welcome to. Same with some of the corners. They're not the smoothest, but what can you do? Yeah, we're doing all right here. This is fine. That bridge looks nice. Underneath, we're climbing here. Round. I'm seeing blue in the background there as well, so something's making money. Around here, 37 miles an hour. We're not slowing down at all, which is great, because the limit was, what was it, 40? I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. We are going to have to wait here, though. Slightly less happy. I can see it emerging, though. Look, there it is. Excellent stuff. 31 miles an hour. This one was going 31 as well, actually, wasn't it? No, 37? Oh, God, memory. We got tools on board, too. So this one should make us a fair whack of money. I'm not quite sure what's happened with all this. Up the hill we go. I'd also like to argue just now that the train was technically able to do 30, whatever it was, miles an hour there, 40 miles an hour. It just had to stop because of the signal. So that shouldn't be a penalty either. I'm being very pedantic there, I know. I can't wait to see how much money this makes when it stops. Both of them, in fact. I want to see if the passengers do actually make money. And this looks cool when it's cruising alongside the road here. I'm really excited to see what everyone's methods are for this. Whether or not they all go with the running along the coast, or whether they... Oh, that's nice. Going via Brighton. Yeah, that's good. Whether they go along the coast like I've done here, or whether they do try and carve through the hills. I can't imagine many are going to carve through the hills. That doesn't seem like a logical way of doing it. Also, it's a shame that this couldn't be a bridge. Never mind. I don't think we've got the... No, we haven't got the bridge tool. I don't know what the upgrade tool does either, but I know the game's adding something like that itself soon. This is cool. Look at this. Snap into the road here. That train... Oh, we're meeting perfectly. Nice. Do you have anything on board? No. No food, no tools. That should change, though. There is a couple of other things that I would like to do, which I think I've got time to do whilst this is running now. I wanted to get more grain down to the food factory here, because right now we're only getting... Actually, we're getting 400, which is pretty good. It's just the speed that it comes in. Although that's... No, actually that's coming in pretty quickly now. So I don't think Brighton needs that much food right now. 42. Did you... Wait, where are you? Oh, you're here. I've just realised something. Yes, when you get to Southbank, when you come out of Southbank, you too needs to come up here first. There we go. I think I caught that one in time. 41 out of 66 on board right now. Seeing whichever train it was just reminded me of that. And then, yeah, this one, I think it was. Seeing it pull in, I was like, uh-oh, that's not right. Come on, make me the money. Make me all the money. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, passengers aren't profitable. Not in the slightest. You haven't flipped. Why didn't you flip? No reverse. How do I now force you to reverse? Have I done this wrong? Is it supposed to go at the front? Reverse disabled. Does it say? Attach this fake invisible wagon to the end of your vehicle to force it not to reverse when changing direction. And yet you most definitely... Right, hang on. Let me remove the Y for a second. So you should now be going to Brighton again. Yeah, we might have to... Oh, you're fine. There we go. And also, no loading, no unloading. I'm actually tempted here to do something a bit different. Let's just have a look. If it comes down here like this, goes around like this. I'm tempted to make the freight train come here first and then reverse, so that it reverses all the way down into the station. Would that work? Don't know. How far's the train that's coming in? A little ways. It is full though, which is nice to see. It is struggling to get up the hill, so we might have to increase the engines. Go with some more powerful engines. I hadn't realised how much of a slope this was actually, so that's on me. Look at all these vehicles. This is insane. Hopefully we're cutting down some of this. Ish. Brighton, still 0% are actually taking our transport right now. Oh no, it's from Brighton, sorry. 33% heading to Southbank. What about from Southbank? To Brighton, 20%. Yeah, not ideal. Did you stop? You must have done, because we've got construction materials waiting now. Okie dokie. I think things are working still. I think I haven't goofed it too much. You got anybody on board? Yeah, you're full, actually. Yeah, you're doing alright. We're rolling in the money. 145 million now. Where are my freight trains? That's what I'm looking for. We've got one coming in, haven't we? Over here. Let's follow you as well and see how much money you make. You are really struggling to get up to speed. I think I'm going to upgrade the locos here. You do have... Yeah, you have the freight wise set up. I don't know why that passenger train didn't reverse like it was supposed to. Let's check you. You have it at the end. Force reverse. Oh, you've got no reverse. Did not mean to do that either. 1 second. That's a misclick. Whoa, easy, Tiger. Right. Because we need force reverse. That's why. Which means these are all wrong as well. Force reverse. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Go down. Go down. Get rid of that. Go down. Get rid of that. And actually, while I'm here, How powerful a loco do we need? I'd say pretty. Power. Most powerful at the top? No? Most powerful at the bottom. What's your speed? 40. What's your power? 408. What have we got at the moment? That one, which is the Russian Class T. 190. Oh yeah, we need ourselves 3 of these. Like so. Now the train length's too long right now, but that's fine because we're about to fix it by getting rid of you, getting rid of you, and getting rid of you. Boom. That's a nice amount of money there. Oh, I like that. And that's now full, and it's reversing. Excelente. Whew. That's all fine. And I think for the freight, everything should be okay now. Should be running smoothly, as you'd expect. So yeah, it's a shame that it can't run... Like, we can't pick up anything here to carry in the flatbed. I don't think we can, anyway. What have we got around here? We don't have access to oil yet. 1890, so that's coming soon. Also, we are 1 year into the run now. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Not falling for that one again. Yeah, there's nothing. Logs, maybe? But the logs are getting picked up here anyway and being brought over to here. So that defeats the point. Waste, maybe? If we had the steel. Or if we could get steel over to here. Machines, do they go on flatbeds? I don't think they do. So I think what we do right now... Are you at Cambridge? Yes. Alright, let's watch to see if this one works now as well. So you should come in here, and then you should reverse up the Y, and then back again. There we go. Whew! Right, I'm going to get the finish date at the top here. 10th of November, 1882. It says 1862 on there, but I think that's meant to say 1882. Otherwise, I don't have time travel, so I've failed already. Value's up to 154.8. 155. That's nice. That's very nice. I'm going to get some more trains. 16, 12, 10. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm tempted to get another passenger train as well, actually. Because you're running marginally full. Where are you coming out from? Oh, you're actually coming out from Cambridge. Of course you are. Because why would you not? I was hoping you'd come out down at Southbank end, but not to be. Okay, where's the train? There's a train. I have chosen the one where it doesn't actually... Oh no, you loaded with tools. Yeah, you loaded with tools. That's fine. Cool. Any thing gets dropped down here? Just tools. Suppliers. 20 tools. So what else do you need? You need fuel. Maybe that's the next thing we look at now, is fuel. Do I have time to do this? That's the question. If I could get coal to here, and then bring fuel back. So we'd load up the coal here, we'd bring that down to here, we'd then bring the... So hang on, I thought fuel was getting dropped. It's just food, right? Yeah. So Southbank isn't getting supplied with fuel, and I feel like we need to do that. Is this in Southbank? That is in Southbank, but getting to it is going to be a nightmare. So it has to be this one. And if we load it on a train here, bring it down into Southbank, and then bring the fuel back. There is also one here, so we could do a twofer. So like pick it up here, have one line go here, one line go here, or do what we did before and have a drop off here and then a separate line pick up here and then bring the fuel back, and then we can take fuel to both. Oh, I'm full of ideas today. I am full of ideas. Okay, let's do this. I think I've got time to do this. We only need like 2 platforms here, and I will have an entrance on this one because we don't need to worry about the one-way system here. I'm slipping back into my old habits. It's fine. I don't care. So we're going to do this. We're then going to configure you like so, like so, like so, like so. Nice. So that's going to drop off there. This side is already taken care of. So you're going to go from here to here. You're carrying coal, so we're going to make you black. Here, you're only picking up coal. Here, you're only dropping off coal. Use whichever ones you want. And you are Southbank, Bewdley, coal pick up. Then we're going to have another line. Starts here. You do still follow the one-way system, but not quite how I wanted. I need to build another one of these. This one I think does need to be a one-way. So I'm going to plonk you here and hope for the best. Remove that. Street access, entrance, exit, streets. What's the date? 1881. We're in June now. Still going fine. Still going strong. Still not messed up. Alright, you're going to do that. You are definitely connected. What line's coming through here? Is that the tool line going through? Oh, we'll have to change that. Actually, you're a mixed. But it's fine. Doesn't matter. So you're loading up with coal. And you're unloading fuel. And here you are unloading fuel. And you're... No, sorry. You're unloading coal. And you're loading fuel. Now, I don't know the ratios here. I can't imagine it matters too much. So you are Southbank, Bewdley, coal, and fuel. Nice. Where's the Hattons gone? It's over here still, isn't it? So I think for this, maybe just another 20. 25, I think. One, two, three, 4, 5. You're going to coal pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to coal pickup. The rest are going to coal drop off. Coal and fuel. So this should now... Yep, that's nice. And actually we will need to bombard this in a minute when we do this line. So you're coming here. You're skipping this one. You're coming here. How do we want to do this actually? We want it running forwards. Because I'm going to have it reverse. From Bewdley here, it's downhill, I want to say. So I was going to have it reverse. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. To me personally, at least, it doesn't matter. Alright, so you're going to do this and this. And then from here... We're just going to say coal and fuel in both directions, to be honest. Again, it doesn't matter too much. Because it's going to carry both anyway. We'll make you more fuel coloured. And then you are going to be Southbank. SB to Bewds. Coal and fuel. Cool. I nearly knocked my drink off my desk then. That would have been a disaster. September 1881. Still cruising. Doing well. We'll go with the Russian class again. Why not? And then cargo. We want... I guess one of these two. Let's go with this one. We want the hoppers first, right? Where are the hoppers? Gondolas. That's what I'm looking for. You hold... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can actually fit one more of each still. 9. 9. Ah, not quite. Do you know what? 8 and 8 is fine. We're going to get 2 of those. And you are going to go on the budes and coal and fuel. So you should now be getting supplied by Southbank coal mine, which I believe is this one here. Nice. Also, that is looking very healthy. Happy with that. Why are you waiting? You've got a train coming the other way. No, you haven't. You've got a train in front. Okie dokie. Now you're going, which means this one's now going to have to wait, which is annoying, but never mind. Maybe I'll put a passing loop here as well. I think we can fit one in. The thing is... Yeah, here. We'll let the train go first. Condition of multiple vehicles. Do you know what? I haven't had to worry about that for so long in my other games. I'd actually forgotten that was a thing. Passing loop. Check. Nice. November 1881. We're basically halfway through now. Good stuff. That passenger train is now chasing the first one. We need those to spread out a little bit more. The fact that this train was now able to come up to here was good. Yep, that's good timing. How are we doing over here? We have coal waiting. Do we have lots of coal waiting? We have 7 coal waiting. Could be better, could be worse. The fact that we've got this lovely one-way system, though, works lovely. The fact that also that we've got fuel here. No consumers. That's probably because I haven't placed the final lines yet. So for this one, I guess we'll just do it like this. It's so pointless, I know, but it's fine. And then that one's over there. So we'll do Bewdley first. Again, it's what, that-ish colour. You are loading up with fuel, unloading with nothing, and here you are unloading only fuel. It really doesn't matter to do that, but I've fallen foul of it in the past, so I'll make sure I do it now. Southbank, Budes. Oops. I was going to do Bewdley. Do it properly, Mark. Bewdley fuel. Get the vehicles running. I think we need like 5. No more than that. Bewdley fuel. Consumers. Is it doing anything? Right now, no. I did put that in the right spot, didn't I? Oh, what's this? Reach 400 production. What? Where was that? Was that over here? Is that traffic? Oh no, they're all moving. Just slowly. That's all good. Ah, there we go. Bewdley. 3 fuel. Good stuff. I think it was just a supply chain issue, which is absolutely fine. And then over here, it was this one to this one. And I'm going to do that way round for that one, I think. This one can do this. Right, load there. Unload only fuel. Good stuff. Orange. Southbank. Southbank fuel. February 1882. Good, good, good. There's the road depot. I think 10 maybe on this one. I really don't care about rates or anything right now. It's just about getting stuff moving. Southbank fuel. Again, I don't think I've won this test necessarily, but it's nice to say at least that I've done better in this one. 184.5. Bewdley Gasworks 2. Excellent. And I'm hoping, once the coal comes down here... Where is the train? That's the question. 56 out of 112 on board. It is the fact that it has to loop all the way around. That's not one of ours. Or at least not one of the ones I'm interested in. That's not one of ours. Why are you waiting? Oh, you're waiting there because you're waiting here. And you're waiting here because I imagine... Yeah, you're waiting here. Whoa, why are you running backwards? That's not supposed to be the case. 1 second. Are you now leaving? Yes. We'll do it like that. Are you full? You are. Excellent. Good. Do we get a fuel truck from here as well to come down here? We could. Maybe have fuel come up from there to there and then, I don't know. That seems stupid. I think if we just took Bewdley fuel... Oh no, you carry fuel back, don't you? Of course you do. Otherwise it wouldn't work. Duh. Yeah, Bewdley, Southbank. Nice. None of the other towns. Cambridge doesn't accept it. No. Cambridge does accept food now, though. If only we had a train. Ooh, if only we had a train that could carry food. Wait, we do. So I've got to make sure that we carry tools and food now on the same thing. Do you know what? I'm tempted just to say, wherever you go, you carry all three. Bewdley. I'm going to rename Brighton Station in a minute as well, because I don't like that name. And I'll just say you carry food as well. And it's just whatever you can pick up, you can carry. Man, I don't know if I've just accidentally stumbled across something here that does work quite well, or whether I'm better at this game than I give myself credit for. But it's nice to be able to sort of do this and know that I'm doing a decent job. Right now, food's just going to go there. So again, you're picking up from here. We'll say wherever you can go. And you're going to drop off over here. Food colour, I don't know. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Oops. Pick up. Oh, I'm doing it all wrong now. Pick that up like that, and then on the way back, only do that. Passenger train's full. Passenger train's profitable. Who saw that? Who had that on the bingo card? I didn't. We'll go 10. I'm mainly doing it through distance. I've also forgot to rename you. That's probably going to be a penalty. Southbank, Cambridge, food. There we are. Now, if I check, June 1882. I'm not falling for it. I'm not doing it. Suppliers, nothing yet. Nothing yet. But at some point that might tick over. We are starting to get queues here. I don't know why they're all queuing for this one. What line are you? Cambridge food. Yeah, you can go to all of them. There we go. What are you doing, lads? Yeah, you got to let the production chain... Sometimes it takes a little while to kick in. It might just be the fact that it doesn't think it's viable right now. Are you getting a good supply? Yeah, you've got a good store as well, actually. Cambridge, 1. There we go. Where are you? You're waiting here. 4. This train here. Possibly to pass. Oh no, there's a queue. That one's waiting. Okay, yeah. I want to swap these around. Which one are you? Are you carrying fuel? Yes, you're carrying fuel and... Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy. Now you're just waiting here. And then in a second, hopefully you'll go... I guess it's because you're waiting here. Do I add another set of signals then? Am I falling victim to traffic again? I am falling victim to traffic again. Right, hang on. No, can't pause. Stop pausing. You can do it without pausing. I'm going to put a signal there. That gets that one moving. It's the fact... Yeah, it's here. Okay, there's a fix for this. we'll just double track this section. Oh, stop. That's the alarm. We're in August. So I'm going to slow down to real time for a minute here, just so I don't accidentally go over. And we're going to double track this section of track here as well. We are, however, going to need to keep a crossover here for this train. Let's do it to there. And then this is going to come in like this. Yep. Now can I squeeze? Yes, I can. Pretty happy with that. Okie dokie. And then over this end, I'm going to just leave the old tracks in situ, because there's no point removing them. But it's good to know that I can just drag you in. Speed limits are fine. Signals, one way, yes. And then we're going to have one here, one here. Definitely one before these junctions here. Could I fit another one in? Yeah, I'd say so. Here and here. Sure. And then in this direction, also one here. Why are you braking? You're not. You're just really slow. Okay. Where are you? You're still waiting down this end, aren't you? So there's a bit of a queue here that needs clearing. But I'd say this is okay. Are you carrying fuel? No, you're not even carrying coal. You're carrying quite a lot of money-making stuff there. How are we doing down here in terms of what's waiting? We've got food waiting, no fuel right now. I think that's because... yeah, Southbank I think is taking the majority of it right now. How much do you need? 176. That is quite a lot. So I don't think Bewdley's going to get much from it from here. But this end, Bewdley should be getting... actually, it's not. I thought it'd be getting the lion's share, but it just isn't. Interesting. How are we doing here? Quite a lot of stuff waiting here. Hopefully it doesn't fill up. But that's encouraging. It's good to see. Could we add an extra freight track here? I think we possibly could. It's just whether or not it's deemed a good idea. Are you braking? Sounds like you are, but you're not. Which is fine. Right, stuff is now moving. I think it's just because trains were running quite close together. And I do want to do one thing. Wait, are you waiting for something? Yeah, you're waiting to get into... oh, I see. I see. You're waiting to access the Y, and it was causing things to queue. Okay, well that kind of makes my mind up for me a little bit. Actually, you're not waiting for the Y. You're just waiting for this. Yeah, what I want to do then, here... I can't keep pausing. I've got to do it live. So, before heading into Southbank, you're going to turn now. Not after. So you should reverse into Southbank, and then when you come out, you just go. And that stops this conflicting movement at this junction, and it stops the conflicting movement at this junction, which I'm quite happy about. Now what are you? You're a Cambridge Coastal. You haven't got many people on board. Things seems to have slowed down a little bit. So you're still going up there. Again, we can have the train, the passenger train reverse in. I don't know if we benefit much from that. You're the grain train. You right now are wrong. So we need to sell you. And we'll rebuy you. How's our value? 201. Yeah, there's no flip option. If there was a flip option, I wouldn't be doing this right now. But because there's no flip option, it makes life a little bit harder. 201 8.3. It is still rising though. Money-wise, we've got so much money to burn. Double tracking this section was always on the cards, I would say. Guess who was an idiot again though? Didn't put the reverser in, did I? Right, you're train 20, train 19. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Where are you? Oh, you're here. I guess, yeah, these trains are a little too close together. They'll spread out, I'm sure. Anybody on board? You're actually doing alright. Is it worth checking this? So the tools, food and everything is losing us money. This one's losing us money. All 3 lines that I've added, rail lines, are losing us money right now. But that should change once the deliveries come in again. The queue. It's always the traffic, man. It's always the traffic. Up here, though. Is that one of mine? I don't think that's one of mine. I don't think that's one of mine. The profit boats. There we go. I just saw them briefly. The profit boats. I added that line. I can claim that I made some money on this map. Somewhat. Sure. Right. Coal and fuel train is pulling in now. The next one is immediately behind it, which is a bit of a pain. But hopefully it doesn't take too long to load. And stop. Lovely. Load up. Technically both of these platforms could be usable now. There we go. With the way this has worked. That's alright. We had more room for fuel, but that's fine. We've got plenty of room for coal. So yeah, it doesn't matter too much now, but eventually both platforms here could be used. And if we added crossovers in the tunnels here, which I'm not going to do, this could have been bidirectional as well. Forgot the words then. Okay. This train could speed up any time now. That would be lovely. What are you waiting for? What are you... Oh, you're waiting for a train coming the other way, aren't you? Or are we chasing? We're chasing. That's less than ideal. Would it be nice if we could spread these out a little bit more? That is in theory doable. Up here, for example, it's going to load up fast. But let's say manage line. So at Southbank, we want to full load any. And you're going to wait for at least 30 seconds before departing. We'll say 2 minutes max. That's fine. And then at Cambridge, we're going to do the same thing. Full load any. Minimum of 30 seconds. Maximum of 2 minutes. Good. We can't really do that with the other line at Bewdley, but we can do it at Southbank. October 9th. Just keep an eye on that, Mark. Bewd's coal and fuel. Because in theory, some fuel is going to appear here, right? If we can get the coal in. Is there a way to get more coal in? Is there a coal mine somewhere? I mean, there's this one up here, which is getting brought down quite a lot, but it's not abundant, I would say. And by the time a ship comes around, it'll be game over anyway. So I would just use it as a way to separate the trains a little bit. So Southbank, full load any, minimum of, let's say 60, maximum of 2, or 120. There we go. That should just split the trains up a little bit more and stop this queue system from forming. So that is quite frustrating. It's also the fact I don't want to put signals here to block junctions, so we do have to wait for it to clear the next block, which can be a pain. This one, though, shouldn't have to wait at this signal, at least. because this one should have cleared. Although I'm saying that, it seems to be catching faster. You've only got 2 tools on board as well, which is annoying. You've got 15. No food, though. I assume we are still supplying food. 2. It's very small. That could just be a grain supply issue. Right, October 19th. We are heading into the end game now. So I think at this point... what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. So we're still getting 400 grain in, but it's not exactly rapid. Different consumers. Is it a 2 to... It's a 2 to 1. So yeah. I think it's just the fact we're not getting much in. You carry grain, don't you? How many vehicles have you? Only 4. We got the money. Let's double it. And I feel like over here as well. What's your frequency? 8. You do have 2 trains on the line, but it's not ideal. I'm not sure about passing places either. But this... Wait, you're one of them. And you're one of them. What was the other train I just saw? I don't even know. Is it worth getting one of these as well? Another one of these. I don't want to touch that actually, because that's not my line. I don't want to touch someone else's line, even though I've just added more boats over here. We got mail as well. Heading out to Bewdley, which is nice. Right, yes, end game. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to pop this in the middle of the screen. We're going to make it actually just see if I can make it normal size. Nope, okay, never mind. We're going to make it big size again. Value of 203.9. Not bad. Company score of 30. Let's just speed up time here a little bit. November 3rd. Just checking it's the 10th. Yep. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Slow down time again a little bit. And pause. November 10th. We did it, peeps. To be honest, all the lines I've built here, I'm thrilled with. The thing I'm most thrilled with is I paused it on the right date. 10th of November, 1882. Company score of 30. We've done all right there, actually. Do we lose? Does it say if you lose any? I don't think it does. Value of 206.1 million. How much of an increase was that? I can't actually remember off the top of my head. But I'm pretty happy with this. Finances, pretty healthy. We've made a solid profit the whole way through this pretty much. And then in terms of lines, we added the new freight line here that runs all the way between Southbank and Cambridge. We have the passenger line that does the same thing. We've got this little coal fuel shuttle that goes back and forth. And then we've got tons of feeder lines putting it all together and running it as well. Yeah, what more can be said other than this is awesome. I'm going to hard save it now on screen as well, just so you can see that this is genuine. M4J, that is the file that Stephen will be loading up for his review episode, which I strongly suggest you check out. They are very entertaining, very informative, very funny as well. And hopefully there might be a little victory for Great Britain, thanks to either myself or Rick Bow or Ajax. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And, of course, if you're enjoying the Cinders Cup series. Like I said, check out both my playlist for the Cinders Cup, which is all my episodes, and also the overall playlist, which has everyone else's episodes in as well. It's a fantastic series, a fantastic map. I'm definitely improving as a player, watching everyone else and seeing how they perform and things like that. So do check them out if you want to learn more about how to play Transport Fever 2. What else was I going to say? There was something else that was really important to do with that. Oh, yes. So next time you see me, I went first in round 2, but I'm actually going last in round 4, and that will be the norm moving forward. So I'll be right at the very end, the week before the 3rd test. So be sure to check out all the other guys between now and then. And I will see you in, what's that, 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it is, for my next episode. If you've got any comments, suggestions, things like that, drop them down below. Feedback on how I've done here is always appreciated. Feedback on everyone's is always appreciated. Like I said, check everyone else out. I'm doing a really bad job here. It started off so well, and then it just fell off a cliff. Thank you for watching. Like button, comment. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, especially if you've joined me from one of the other guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you have already subscribed, whether you've come from my content or the other guys' content, thank you for your support. It's very much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, where hopefully there'll be a point on the board for Britain and I'll have lots of money to play with, I will see you soon.